Hey everybody, Brian Pedone here, Choir Punch. Thank you for tuning in. This is part 3 of our QP technical. So in part 1, we worked on a lot of the footwork. Remember our footwork here, worked on the bounce of the jab. In part 2, we worked on the parry. Now for part 3, we're going to work on the pivot. So again, focusing on the feet. We're going to work on what it looks like to actually turn on that lead foot. All right, so we're going to play with that today. So again, same idea, 15 minutes on. Let's start like we did in part 1. Let's work on that jab. Remember on my feet, so remember this one is mobility and stability. So remember I push off the back, and then I push off the front to get back. Remember we're adding a little bit of head movement, right? So as I throw my jab, my head gets off the line. Good rhythm. Now remember, we'll hit the jab, and then we'll make sure the knee is bent, and then we dig with that cross, and then we'll hop out. Hop out. Good. Hop out. Nice. Good pace, good rhythm. Good. One more time. Good. We'll stay where we are. We'll add in the head movement. Remember, we're slipping, we're weaving, and then from here we're going to put the hand in front. Remember the catch, so we'll parry. We'll catch the jab, come back with our own jab. So stay in place, catch, return. Catch, return. Good. Nice. So we're going to catch, return, and then come back with that cross. So hands high, bend the knees, catch, 1, 2. Remember on making a fist, remember it's nice and light, like it's not tight, and it only becomes tight on impact. So move your head, catch, 1, 2. Catch, 1, 2. Good, one more time, catch, 1, 2. Good, and then we'll bounce out. Nice. Okay, so let's work on, notice my feet, work on that little bounce. Notice when I'm bouncing in place, I'm on both toes. So I'm on the balls of my feet, on both feet here, bouncing. Like skipping rope, those hands high. All right, so I'm bouncing in place, then I'm going to bend my knees, so I'm gonna get a low center of gravity. Again, notice my back foot is active, so I'm still using my calf muscle. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transfer my weight. So I'm gonna put down that back foot, I'm gonna raise up on the toes in my lead foot, and then I'm going to use my back foot to push me to spin. And then I'll do the same idea. I'm going to use my foot to push me back. So think of your lead foot as a top, right? So you're here and you're just working on spinning on it. So notice I'm keeping it really light. Turn, turn. Keep the hands high. Turn, turn. So what I'm doing is I'm really digging my weight into my lead foot, and I'm making sure that I'm staying on my toes. That way I can pivot, pivot, pivot. Again, pivot, pivot. One more time. Pivot, pivot. Good. So we're going to use that here. So I'm going to be on the back foot here. I'm going to hop in with my jab, hit my cross, and I'm going to transfer my weight. So I'm going to lower this back foot. Lead foot comes up. Pivot, pivot. Again, and I'll push off. So it's 1, 2. Transfer the weight. Turn, turn, and then from here, push off, and then back to my stance. Again, 1, 2. Lower the weight. Turn, turn, push off. Good. One more time. Lower, turn, turn, push off. All right, so we're going to fire from that. So I'm going to come in with the jab, hit the cross, bend my knees. I'm going to turn. Now, if I'm turning this way, I'm going to fire my hook, and then I'm going to bend the knees, turn back, and then pop out. All right, so I'm actually pivoting and throwing a hook. It's probably the best way to throw the hook on the quiet punch is something that's perpendicular to the bag. So again, it's 1, 2, turn, fire the hook, turn back, hop out. Turn back, fire out. Good. Good. One more time. Nice. Good. Let's try that in place. So instead of doing all the movement, we'll stay pretty close to our bag. Bend the knees. Weight on the front foot. Right here. Pivot. Hook. And now stay there, all right? So we're gonna stay in that position. Let's stay here. This is actually where I want you to throw your hook from, especially on the bag. Now I'm going to lower the weight onto my lead foot, get back on the toes like where I was originally, my original stance, and I'm in a new position. Good, I'm gonna stay here for a second. One more time. Good. I'm gonna switch my weight again, turn, pop out. All right, let's try this. So we're gonna go 1, 2, pivot, fire the hook, double jab back. The idea with the double jab back is instead of having to do an awkward pivot, which is here and then trying to turn back, you don't really want to turn back into your opponent, right? Instead, you rather get your distance again. So I'll hop in with a 1, 2. I'm going to bend my knees. I'm going to turn. I'm going to fire that hook, and then I'm double jab out to get my distance again. All right. So again, 1, 2, pivot, fire the hook, double jab to get out. Again. Again. Good job. Good. Good. One more time. Nice job. Really good, guys. Good job. Let's get back to that jab again. Let's do a little more consistent now, so we're bouncing on that jab. This is what I want you to almost be like your home base when you're throwing your jab. This is kind of like your go-to jab. So notice I'm just kind of bouncing in place, pushing off the rear foot, and then pushing off the lead foot to get me back. So when you're doing the other quiet punch videos, this is the kind of style I want you to incorporate. This is the idea with the technical. We're adding these little details so you can actually add it to the traditional workout. Let's do like we did before. We'll do 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. Sit on it. Catch. 1, 2. Pop out. 1, 2, 3. Pop. Catch. 1, 2. Pop out. Again. Good. One more time. Good. Now instead of popping out, you guessed it, we're going to pivot, fire the hook, and then we'll double jab, kind of stepping back out. Again. 1, 2, 3. Catch it. 1, 2. Pivot, fire the hook, double jab. Good. Again. 1, 2, 3. Good. Catch it. 1, 2. Pivot. Push. Double jab out. Good. I got a few more. Really nice. 1, 2, 3. Catch. 1, 2. Pivot. Push. Double jab out. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Catch. 1, 2. Pivot. Push. Double jab out. Nice work. Let's go 1s and 2s nice and long. Remember on this, I'm bouncing on my toes, so notice my feet. This is the most important part of these workouts, these videos, is that you're watching my feet. All the other ones you see me torso up, so you don't get to see what the feet are doing. Notice I'm staying really light on my toes, kind of like running in place, but I'm still keeping my stance, so I'm not actually squaring up and punching like this. I'm actually still, as they call it, skinny. I'm still saying skinny. One side, my shoulders facing at my opponent. Good. 3, 2, 1. Good. Stay where you are. Let's move our head. Get the slips. Remember, this is like a punch coming at you. You're moving your head. You're bending your knees. We're catching. Firing the jab. Move your head. Catch. Fire the jab. Good. Move your head. Catch. Fire the jab. Good. Every once in a while, throw the cross. Throw the jab without the catch. Good. Let's add in catch. 1, 2. So I want you to just play here. Throw the cross. Catch. 1, 2. Good. Fire the jab. Catch. 1, 2. Good. 2 by itself. Catch. 1, 2. Good. Good. Good job. Good. Catch. 1, 2. Good. One more time. Catch. 1, 2. Beautiful. Stay right where you are. Bend the knees. Pivot. Push. Fire the hook. Double jab out. Good. Now move around a little bit. Keep your hands up. Keep your stance. So again, back foot is active. Lead foot is solid. I want you to move a little bit. Learn how to move with your bag without doing anything. So we do this what they call like shadow boxing, which means you're not looking at anything. You're not looking at your image in the mirror. You're just kind of seeing your shadow because you're visualizing the actual fight. So keep the hands high, no punches. Good. Play with your footwork. So play with the pivot. Play with the stepping out. Again, no punches. Good. Play a little defense. Catching, moving your head. A little bounce out. A little bounce in. Good. Notice how I can keep changing my distance and my angles on my opponent. That's what I'm looking for. That way it gets really hard to time me. Step in. Little pivot. I step out. Good. We're playing with the opponent. Always trying to mess up the range on the opponent. Him or her. That way they can't ever time us. That's the whole idea. Anybody can hit the bag really hard, but can you move? Footwork is so important. Good. Shoot that jab again. Move your head. Good. Good. Give me the catch. Come back with a punch. Remember on the catch, a little bit in front of your face. Think of catching the punch in the palm of your hand. Good. One more. Good. Let's go back to that combo again. So we got 1, 2, 3. Hit the cross. Catch. 1, 2. Pivot. Hit that hook. Double jab. Pushing off that lead foot. 1, 2, 3. Hit it. Catch. 1, 2. Pivot. Hit that hook. Double jab off that lead foot. Again. 1, 2, 3. Catch. 1, 2. Pivot. Double jab off that lead foot. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Catch. 1, 2. Pivot. Push. Double jab. Pushing off that lead foot. Really nice, guys. Doing excellent work. Let's go for the 1s and 2s again. Nice and long. So we're learning a lot in this 15 minutes, but it's also a workout. Good. Get your range, so really work your length. Really work your length. Good, good. 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's keep our nice distance here. Kind of hold your opponent at bay. So this I'm using my hand almost like a stiff arm, right? So I'm kind of measuring my opponent and then firing the cross. This one's really good too to work on. So again, I'm kind of holding. Now in boxing, you're not allowed to actually open palm and hold someone's head, but you can always put your glove, so the knuckle part, towards your opponent, kind of hold them at bay, and then shoot that cross. So use it almost like a load up, right? So I'm kind of already loading my backhand up, so I can fire it and then pull it back. So measure them out. Good. Again, measure them out. Good. We'll do a few more. One more time. Good. Bounce on that jab. Remember, we're going to make this like your basic, your go-to. Pushing off the rear, pushing off the lead. Playing with it. Good. Add a little bit of head movement as we do this. So notice my head. We can play with it. Good. Just keep bouncing. Remember, the whole purpose is those feet, those feet, those feet. I don't want you to get lazy with your feet. I'm not too concerned about the punches. I'm more concerned about what your feet are doing. Notice my base always stays wider. I never let my feet come together. If they come together, I have no balance. So I'm going to make sure I have a solid base. Good. 3, 2, 1. Let's do the combination one more time. So remember, it's 1, 2, 3. Hit the cross. Catch. 1, 2. Pivot. Hit that hook. Double jab pushing out. Again. 1, 2, 3. Catch. 1, 2. Pivot. Hit that hook. Double jab pushing out. Again. 1, 2, 3. Catch it. 1, 2. Pivot. Hit that hook. Double jab pushing out. Again. 1, 2, 3. Catch. 1, 2. Pivot. Hit that hook. Double jab pushing out. A few more. 1, 2, 3. Catch. 1, 2. Pivot. Double jab pushing out. Give me 2 more times. 1, 2, 3. Catch. 1, 2. Pivot. Hit that hook. Double jab pushing out. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Catch. 1, 2. Pivot. Hit that hook. Double jab pushing out. Love it. Long punches. 1s and 2s. Again, get your range. Bounce on those toes. Notice my feet. This time I have both on their toes. I'm not flat-footed on either foot. I'm kind of running in place. Long punches. Add a little bit of head movement as you do it. Good, I'm just working. Beautiful, keep your range, don't get close. I do it too, 30 seconds. Good, keep running those feet. Again, notice my feet. Run in place. Practice on your fists. So it's soft fist, tight fist. Soft, tight. You're kind of switching it up. We got 10 seconds to go. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And time. Nice job. That was awesome work. Thank you for tuning in. Again, this was part 3 of our technical. Stay tuned for part 4, and I will catch you later.